What's up, Paul here from Guitar World, and today we'll be looking at a novel pedalboard-friendly wireless in-ear monitor system from Cloudvocal, the EverSync Wireless In-Ear Monitor System. Let's check it out. So, right off the bat, I'd like to say if you've never experienced or are curious about diving into in-ear systems, the EverSync Wireless In-Ear Monitor System is a solid and affordable way to get acclimated to this personal monitoring world. So what is it? Obviously, the EverSync is a wireless in-ear monitor system designed for live performers who want to rely on personal monitoring so that you can clearly hear yourself in a convenient package that is uncomplicated. You can see the EverSync transmitter arrives in the desirable form factor of a compact stompbox design with an even more lightweight and compact receiver that fits in the palm of your hand. Here's what makes the EverSync wireless in-ear monitor system stand out. The system operates in the very reliable 5.8 gigahertz bandwidth and not the more crowded and common 2.4 gigahertz band found on other wirelesses. You can also link multiple receivers to simultaneously have 24-bit 48 kilohertz high-quality audio with less than 5 milliseconds of ultra-low latency and up to 4 separate monitoring mixes for various instruments or audio sources. The EverSync wireless in-ear monitor system features an isolated power design where the transmitter can be either powered by a USB-C cable or a standard DC 9-volt effect pedal adapter, and thankfully it comes with both. However, you might want to consider using the 9-volt power supply over the USB-C for more reliable power. You'll notice the transmitter features 2 input sources on the side and on the top. Both feature 1/4-inch jacks, and the one on top includes an additional 3.5 millimeter jack that's super handy for other types of audio sources. What's surprising, and this is my opinion, is that they didn't include an XLR input for a microphone, but you can easily remedy that with an XLR to 1/4-inch adapter, or you can reroute your mic into one of the inputs from another source. But what this tells me is that this unit is very much geared for guitarists wanting an instrument mix and a full or general front of house mix, considering its stompbox design and IOs. For output, there's a 1/4-inch through jack and a built-in DI XLR output providing flexibility, along with a mute foot switch that only mutes the audio from the dual outputs on the transmitter and not from the receiver mix. The OLED screen allows users to effortlessly navigate and adjust input gain, wireless pairing, channel switching, and more with the help of the radio and audio buttons and the rotating selector wheel. Okay, let's dive in and show you how the EverSync wireless in-ear monitor system works. First of all, you're going to need one of these in-ear monitors. Let's start pairing it first. Simply fire up the transmitter and press radio and it goes into pairing mode. Then turn on the receiver until the blinking blue light becomes solid and you're paired. If you need to change or select channels, simply hit the button again and you'll see the 4 A, B, C, and D channels to select from. That is, if you're using multiple receivers. And it instantly changes it on the receiver. Keep in mind, you don't get separate mixes. It's the same mix you initially set from channel to channel. Once you set up your inputs, in this case, I'm running a Spark Go into input 2 and a drum machine into input 1. Now, this is just one scenario I'm doing for purposes of this demo, but there are multiple options on how you can run this system, like an acoustic or a guitar model into input 1, and then for input 2, a front of house mix, or a backing track from your iPad or even your vocal mic into input 2. There are many possible applications depending on how you wish to personally monitor yourself. From there, you can see the audio signal level for each input. The audio button allows you to select which input, 1 or 2, to raise or lower the level by using the selector wheel. Also, pressing the audio button again shows you which signal is coming out from the outputs. For example, you can set input 1 as the only signal going out from the through output, or you can set both 1 plus 2, meaning both signals from input 1 and input 2 are going out to the through output. And of course, you can do the same for the DI output. On the receiver, there's a power button and battery life meter, up to 8 hours, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack for your in-ears, a Bluetooth pairing button, and some great features including a volume control and a built-in volume limiter activated by simply pressing the limiter button until the LED turns green to protect hearing. But you do lose a little bit of volume. The USB port is there for charging the receiver, but also it serves as a built-in USB audio function that allows for streaming or recording your audio feed directly into a computer or tablet. And if you're wondering, the range on this receiver is about 100 feet or 30 meters. So in use, the thing you need to remember is the EverSync in-ear monitor system is not stereo, which means the audio signal feed you are hearing in your ears is pretty flat, like a dual mono feed. But what's nice is you can tailor those audio levels of what you want to hear from input 1 and/or input 2. And the whole system is quiet and straightforward to use. So just in case you're wondering, I'll give you a pretty good idea of what it's going to sound like through your in-ears, as I said before, that sort of dual mono mix from this receiver. So I'm going to take it out of this and into the audio so you get to hear what I would actually hear. So right now, as I said before, number 1, I have my rhythm track drum machine in there. I have the volume set at about 8, or I can set it at 9, but right now it's at 8. And then pressing again in input 2, I have my Spark Go, and I have the volume set at 6, so I can play to that track. So let's take a quick listen, and I'll play along so you can hear what that sounds like. And now using just the through output using an XLR, this is what I'd be sending to front of house with my 2 inputs from my drum machine and my Spark Go. And that mutes the audio, as I said before. Overall, the Cloudvocal EverSync Wireless in-ear monitor system offers a lot of versatility and flexibility for the price. Just the fact that it operates in the reliable 5.8 gigahertz bandwidth makes it a desirable wireless unit. And sure, if it came with stereo capability and say an XLR input, it would certainly put it over the top. But for all that it does, the EverSync Wireless in-ear monitor system is hard to beat as a budget in-ear monitoring system that's easy to use and over-delivers. Definitely check it out.